from here. Here's the tape between Ochoa and Samayoa.
All right, so Ochoa, 29 years of age, older than 26. Samayoa, oh my gosh, I got it.
You got it.
All right, 144 pounds for Ochoa, 143.4 for Samayoa, and 5'10" for Ochoa. Boy, man, that's a tall 145-pounder. 5'5" for Isaac Samayoa. Reach advantage, 1 inch for Ochoa. 2-1 for Ochoa, 4-1 for Samayoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight, it's 3 rounds in the featherweight division. Señoras y señores, este combate es a 3 asaltos de 5 minutos en la categoría de peso pluma de Lux Fight League. Presentando primero, en la esquina blanca, un especialista en artes marciales mixtas, récord profesional de 4 ganadas, 1 perdida, una altura de 1,64 metros y un peso oficial de 143.4 libras. Presenting now, on the white corner, he's an MMA fighter, professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. His stance, 5 feet, 5 inches tall, an official weight of 143.4 pounds. Fighting straight out of Ciudad de Mexico, his Isaac el Güero Samayoa. Su oponente, al otro lado de la jaula, en la esquina negra, un especialista en boxeo y artes marciales mixtas. Récord profesional de 2 ganadas, 1 perdida. Una altura de 1,78 metros y un peso oficial de 144 libras. Presenting now, on the black corner, he's a box and MMA fighter. Professional record of 2 wins, 1 loss. His stance, 5 feet, 10 inches tall, an official weight of 144 pounds. Fighting straight out of Jimenez, Chihuahua, Mexico, is Carlos Boxer Ochoa. The third inside the cage, el tercero sobre la jaula, Edgar López.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one, especially with Samayoa being a disciple of Rodolfo Vito Rubio. Championship contender here at Lux, former UFC fighter. And Boxer Ochoa, obviously, already a Lux veteran after fighting against Gabriel Morales last year. It's going to be interesting to see these 2 guys getting ready to go here inside the black and gold cage in Puebla. We're all ready. Let's do this. Inside the black and gold cage, I'm working alongside my good partner, Alex Soto and Francisco X Rivera. So glad that you can join us here. Ochoa in the black trunks, Samayoa in white and gold.
Ooh.
Here comes Samayoa,
nice counter.
moving forward quickly.
Yeah, Ochoa just countered that beautifully.
Yeah, I told you what's interesting about the Güero nickname in Mexico, Blondie. You only have to be fair-skinned.
That's it.
To be called Güero.
Clearly, we're seeing that tonight.
Yeah, exactly. See that with our fighter in the white and gold trunks, Isaac Samayoa from Mexico City.
Both fighters.
Yeah, he keeps him going, but a good counter once again from Boxer Ochoa.
Yeah, and he's shown his boxing skills, man. He's really good timing and very accurate with those punches. Every time he throws it, Ochoa's moving, Samayoa's moving kind of wildly, and he's being touched every time.
Yeah, stick and move from the boxer, Ochoa. That's where he started as an amateur, when he ironically had to replace his brother as an amateur because his brother did not make weight.
That's a pretty cool score.
Yeah, he won, and after that, I'm like, you know, he was like, I like this too much. I'm going for contact sports now, and he transitioned from boxing to MMA.
Ooh, gotta be careful there. He put that arm down to try to block that kick. Very interesting. We've seen very fast lightning lead leg kicks that has put the lights out.
Yeah, let's see how Samayoa, the tall, lanky featherweight, tries to work. But look at the boxer, lining fast hands there.
Yeah, some dynamite in those hands.
Yeah, Samayoa,
again,
once again, getting inside the pocket and gets punished. He's not using his reach so far.
Ooh, Ochoa with a beautiful uppercut on the breakaway. That was fantastic. Man,
Yeah,
I love watching this guy fight.
I got to go back to one of your favorite phrases, and it's not fight like a Mexican. I got to go back to he's fighting like a short fighter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's throwing everything in there. Every time that Samayoa is stepping in, Man, Ochoa's greeting him with a lightning fast right hand. Either an uppercut or a right hook.
Yeah, but he's way taller. 5'10 versus 5'5. Considerable reach advantage. And Samayoa just can't seem to find his grip.
Yeah, but you know what? He's catching him on the outside, though, too. In the combinations. Like, he's greeting him in as he's coming in.
A good one, too, there from Samayoa, finally. Landing on Ochoa, but look at Ochoa. Will he go down?
Man.
Oh, quick turnaround from Ochoa and a big knee to the midsection.
Very aggressive, too. That's what I like. I like to see how aggressive Ochoa is.
Yeah, his nickname is so deceiving, the boxer. That's where he started, but man, he looks like he can do so many different things. Good in the takedown attempt there, defending. Good clinch, good knee.
Absolutely. Nice. Maybe if some Ochoa throws in a little bit more feints in there, have him bite on something, because he's fantastic on the counter.
Yeah.
See what Samayoa's here. It's got a... Maybe the ref is asking for some action.
Yeah. Here goes Samayoa going for the head kick. He missed it. Well blocked by Ochoa. Yeah, Ochoa's just waiting. As you mentioned, he has been very good countering. He's a good boxer.
Yeah, fantastic skill set. And he's able to really defend that takedown as Samayoa tried to implement there.
Yeah, push kick there from Samayoa. Well blocked once again from Ochoa, and then swinging and missing once again, Samayoa.
Left hook. It's wide, and he's gone. Oh, nice. Just fantastic. Look at that speed.
And Samayoa finally gets something out of the exchange. But Ochoa now being the aggressor, as Samayoa walks right in front of the cage. Samayoa goes for the takedown attempt once again. Went from the single to the double, missed.
This is an opportunity now for Samayoa to really get that takedown that he's fighting for right here. This will be very telling. It's going to be devastating if Samayoa won't be able to get this takedown.
Yeah, they're asking him to get an underhook from his corner, but Ochoa pushes him back.
Got 10 seconds left, too. Man, he really needed that.
Yeah, look at Ochoa going for the uppercut. Although finally, Samayoa is able to get a takedown. I don't know how many points that's going to get him in front of the judges. It was a well-fought round from the boxer Carlos Ochoa in the black trunks. Samayoa is showing some flashes of reaction at the end.
Yeah, no, so it's not about really the points at this point. Right now, it's about really showing Ochoa that, hey, I can take you down. Like, this is a threat now, so you can't settle in those punches, in those combinations. So now Ochoa's, recalculating his timing in those combinations. Okay, he got that takedown at the last second. That was huge. That was huge for Samayoa.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because I got Ochoa in the first round.
Oh, absolutely. I got Ochoa as well on this one.
Yeah, so the mental factor could be very important now for Isaac Samayoa. Working with Fito Rubio. However, Fito has got bigger things to worry about tonight.
Yeah, he does.
Fighting for a belt.
5 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, so Fito obviously cannot be here in Samayoa's corner, but I'm sure Isaac was able to absorb a lot of knowledge from his master and his mentor, Rodolfo Fito Rubio. Let's go over to the second round now. Isaac Samayoa, El Güero, in the white trunks. The boxer, Carlos Ochoa, black trunks. His boxing was just fantastic in the first round.
Let's see. Coming a little bit more tentative now is Ochoa. With a little bit more space now. He's playing on the outside.
Yeah, look at Samayoa being more aggressive. Oof. Uppercut attempt there. Goes for the hook.
There it is
Another
again.
big punch, but Samayoa getting his second takedown of the fight. Look at Ochoa going for a rubber guard right away. That's interesting.
Yeah, he seems to be very flexible here. Let's get that rubber guard. Isolating that arm. He's going to try to lift that leg up and try to get underneath the chin. He's trying to go for a go-go plata.
That's interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. He's working it out really nice.
Yeah, that shin bone going right against the neck of Samayoa.
And when you're doing this and when you're getting stuck into one of these, you want to rest your chin, so you want to go over the shin. and it's kind of deceiving because that just sets things up. Yeah. Really bad for you. Look, he's under the chin now. Let's see if he's got to get his left leg over now and secure it. Pop it over his arm. Might be able to secure here a choke. Oh, he's holding on to it with his toes.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out of that. He's going to have to maybe hope for an open guard.
Oh, he lost the omoplata.
Yeah. And look at Samayoa working well. He's got an open guard now. Let's see what he does. He closes it. Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, good. This is an opportunity now for Samayoa to really get some damage. Really start working some of those badly needed time on the clock of dominating this fight.
Yeah, we don't see rubber guards very often.
Oof.
Part of the repertoire of Eddie Bravo and 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu.
There's a lot of blood coming out of Ochoa's ear.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Just what Samayoa wanted.
Elbows.
Oh, big elbow right there. Another one. And Ochoa just looking to stay tight, keep him going. Oh. And now Ochoa's in trouble, and that's it. What a bloody way to end the fight.
It's the night of the underdogs. It is the night of the underdogs today.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, we're just praising Carlos Ochoa for that very technical finesse boxing style in this first round. All of a sudden, Samayoa turns everything around completely with a takedown, a submission escape, and just aggressive and ferocious ground and pound.
And I told you, that takedown that he got in the end of the first round, the last 10 seconds, was so important. It had nothing to do with points, but it had everything to do with the mental aspect of this fight. It was able to really stun Ochoa coming out into the second round. He was very tentative, didn't want to sit in those combinations of punches. And of course, Samayoa comes out, gets that takedown, and really, really does a lot of damage and really wins this fight. I mean, come from behind win there.
Yeah, crazy.
I love this.
And now look at our doc, Rogelio Martinez Wagner. He's going to have a lot of work to do, stopping that blood hemorrhage.
My goodness, and Ochoa drops to 0-2 now.
So I want to go to that very moment where he starts. You mentioned it, you caught it right away. I think that's it, right?
That's it. Big elbow. That just right on the temple. Beautiful. Oh, man. It really stuns him. Ochoa, unfortunate. I mean, he is a fantastic fighter. You know, Ochoa's got beautiful striking skills here. There's some stuff on the ground that we got to work on, but man, Samayoa, what great mental strength of him to really be able to get that takedown at the end of the first round, and then securing it, having the confidence to do that and pull it off again in the second, and finishing off that fight with the ground and pound.
Yeah, solid win for Samayoa, who's now 5-1 and 2-1. We have to remember he was inactive for 3 years and 3 months.
My goodness.
So we're talking about almost
surgeries or what?
Well, he just hasn't been here.
Well, now he gets been working on his craft.
Unbelievable. His first win in about 5 years, because he lost his last Lux fight in 2019, and then he won the Lux 3, which was the first time you and I worked together, October 2018.
Wow.
Let's go up inside the cage with Felipe de María.
Señoras y señores, el referee Edgar López ha detenido el combate a los 2 minutos con 19 segundos de el segundo asalto. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee stopped the fight at 2 minutes, 19 seconds of the second round to declare the winner by TKO to Isaac El Güero Samayoa.